Brooklyn Beckham's statement that his mother, Victoria Beckham, hijacked his first dance with Nicola on their wedding with her own inappropriate dance has left fans frantically searching for a video to see what actually happened. In his social media post on Monday, Brooklyn said Victoria danced inappropriately on me in front of hundreds of guests, adding that he had never felt more uncomfortable or humiliated in his life. Countless memes and old videos of Victoria moves were shared online after David and Victoria Beckham's eldest son slammed his parents on social media. A clip showing Victoria Beckham dancing with her son at his 2022 wedding also surfaced, with some media outlets describing it as Victoria dancing with Brooklyn during his wedding's first dance. However, no verified new video has emerged showing the exact moment Brooklyn Beckham described in his recent statements. None of other videos are confirmed to show the specific moment Brooklyn mentioned in his statement. In his statement, Brooklyn Peltz Beckham said he did not want to reconcile with his parents after a family rift. The 26-year-old said that his parents have been controlling narratives in the press about his family and tried to ruin his relationship with his wife Nicola Peltz Beckham. "I do not want to reconcile with my family," he wrote in a post to his 16.2 million Instagram followers. "I'm not being controlled, I'm standing up for myself for the first time in my life." Brooklyn is the eldest son of the former England football captain, David, and his fashion designer and former pop star wife, Victoria. Rewritten and expanded version, approximate 1850 words. The ongoing family drama within the Beckham household has taken yet another dramatic turn, this time centering on a highly publicized claim from Brooklyn Beckham about an incident at his own wedding. Brooklyn, the eldest child of global icons David and Victoria Beckham, recently took to social media to air long-simmering grievances against his parents, and one particular allegation has captured widespread attention: the assertion that his mother, Victoria Beckham, hijacked the first dance he was supposed to share with his wife, Nicola Peltz Beckham, by inserting herself in an inappropriate manner. This bold statement has sparked intense curiosity among fans, leading to a frenzied online hunt for any video footage that might capture the moment in question and either confirm or refute Brooklyn's description of feeling deeply uncomfortable and humiliated in front of hundreds of wedding guests. To understand the context, it's important to revisit the wedding itself. Brooklyn and Nicola tied the knot in April 2022 in a lavish ceremony held at the Peltz family estate in Palm Beach, Florida. The event was a star-studded affair befitting the combined celebrity status of the families involved: David Beckham, the legendary former footballer turned businessman and philanthropist; Victoria Beckham, the former Spice Girl turned high-fashion designer; and Nicola's father, Nelson Peltz, a billionaire investor. The guest list reportedly included high-profile names from entertainment, fashion, and sports worlds, making the celebration a media magnet from the start. Amid the elegance and opulence, however, tensions were already brewing behind the scenes, as later revelations would suggest. Brooklyn's social media outburst came as part of a broader public declaration of independence from his family. In a lengthy Instagram post addressed to his more than 16 million followers, he explicitly stated his refusal to reconcile with his parents, accusing them of attempting to control media narratives surrounding his life and marriage. He claimed they had repeatedly tried to undermine and even ruin his relationship with Nicola, citing various incidents over time. The dance allegation was particularly vivid. Brooklyn described how Victoria allegedly took over during what should have been his intimate first dance with his new bride, performing in a way he deemed inappropriate right there on the dance floor with hundreds of eyes watching. The emotional weight he placed on this moment, describing it as the most uncomfortable and humiliating experience of his life, struck a chord with many readers, prompting sympathy from some quarters and skepticism from others. Almost immediately after the post went live, social media erupted. Fans and onlookers began digging through archives, resurfacing old clips from the wedding day and even unrelated videos of Victoria dancing in her Spice Girls era or at other events. Memes proliferated at lightning speed, some poking fun at Victoria's signature poses or her poised demeanor clashing with the idea of an over-the-top dance move, while others defended her as a protective mother who might have simply been caught up in the joy of the occasion. One particular clip that gained traction showed Victoria dancing alongside Brooklyn at the reception, leading several entertainment outlets to speculate that this was the infamous moment. However, upon closer scrutiny, no definitive newly surfaced video has emerged that precisely matches Brooklyn's description of the hijacking during the official first dance. The circulating footage appears to be from other parts of the evening, and nothing has been authenticated as the exact scene he referenced. This lack of concrete visual evidence has only fueled further speculation. Some observers point out that weddings are private events, and full footage is rarely released publicly unless shared by the couple themselves. The Beckhams and Peltzes have always maintained a degree of control over their image, so it's possible the moment was never captured on widely distributed video or was edited out of any shared highlights. Others suggest the incident might have been exaggerated in the heat of family conflict, or interpreted differently by those present. What remains clear is the emotional impact it had on Brooklyn, who framed it as emblematic of larger patterns of control and interference. The broader family rift has been building for years. Reports of strained relations surfaced periodically, often tied to Brooklyn's career choices, his move to the United States, and his marriage into the Peltz family. Victoria's fashion brand has faced challenges, and there were whispers about her initial reluctance to design Nicola's wedding dress, though she did contribute in some capacity. Brooklyn's post emphasized his desire to break free from what he perceived as manipulation, declaring that he was finally standing up for myself for the first time in my life. This sentiment resonated with many who have followed the Beckham family's public image as a seemingly perfect unit, complete with glossy photo shoots, joint appearances, and a carefully curated narrative of unity.